Oh my gosh. Grand Rising, y'all. Or actually, I think it's afternoon now. I'm in the same bra as one of my last videos, but I like it. I'm not actually a person that wears bras, so when I get a little sports bra that I like, I get a little attached. Okay. You know I get synchronicities all the damn time. Hop on Google this morning. Actually, it was probably yesterday morning. But mindfulness meditation reduces prosocial reparative behaviors by buffering against feelings of guilt. April 16th, 2022. A series of studies have uncovered a causal relationship between mindfulness meditation and decreased feelings of guilt. The findings have been published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology. I'm reading fast. And by the way, this is a post on scipost.org by Eric Dolan. Several studies have found that mindfulness meditation draws people's focus inward and reduces negative emotions. But some negative emotions provide useful social feedback. For example, feelings of guilt help to push individuals to atone for their transgressions against others. And this new study provides evidence that mindfulness can lead to undesirable outcomes by dampening feelings of guilt. Woo! What did I say? You need negative and positive. So if I'm just going to meditate it out. We're just going to, what I say, it stuffs the feelings down. That's actually when you become egotistical, because then you are unwilling to solve problems. I just love when it's confirmed. Fuck. Oh, I was interested in doing this research because after I started studying meditation and meditating myself, I noticed that I was using it as almost a default way of reacting to stressors. This was said by Andrew C. Haffenbrack, an assistant professor at University of Washington. This was great when I was overly ruminating or overreacting to some minor problem, and it was a powerful sleep aid. Sometimes, however, this meant that I would meditate or focus on my breath in situations that there was actually a significant problem, and it would have been better if I had faced it directly and immediately. I had some confidence that I was not alone in this when I read a Harvard Business Review article by medical doctor and executive coach David Brindle in 2015, where he described that he worked with clients who, instead of rationally thinking through a career challenge or ethical dilemma, prefer to disconnect from their challenges and retreat into a meditative mind state. And the issue here is that some problems require more thinking, not less. I also know several people who are into mind-body practices, including but not limited to mindfulness meditation, but who are unusually flaky or otherwise don't treat other people particularly well. This would be a form of spiritual narcissism, by the way. So I wondered what was going on. It seemed to go against the essence of what I thought mindfulness and meditation were supposed to do, which is largely due to the associations I had based on the traditional or religious forms. So the researchers conducted 8 separate experiments, which included more than 1,400 participants. In the studies, the participants were randomly assigned to either listen to an 8-minute guided meditation created by a professional mindfulness meditation instructor, or an 8-minute recording by the same speaker in which they were instructed to think of whatever came to mind. Participants who listened to the guided meditation recording tended to have reduced feelings of guilt and were less willing to engage in pro-social reparative behaviors, aka apologizing, in response to transgressions. For example, in 2 experiments, the participants were asked to recall and write about a time they had wronged someone and felt guilty. And before the randomly assigned before being randomly assigned to meditate or not. After that, they were asked to allocate a hypothetical $100 between a birthday gift for the person they had wronged or a charity for African flood victims or themselves. Participants who had meditated allocated approximately 17% less to the person they had wronged compared to those who had not meditated. Participants who listened to the guided meditation recording also tended to write less sincere apologies to those they had wronged. Importantly, the researchers found that the negative effect of mindfulness meditation on pro-social reparation was entirely explained by reduced feelings of guilt. Focused breathing mindfulness meditation reliably reduces negative emotions, which makes people feel better. However, all emotions are partly a form of information, and in many cases, we ignore that information at our peril. In their final experiment, the researchers compared mindfulness meditation to another form of meditative practice known as loving kindness meditation, which consists of imagery exercises in which one evokes other people and sends wishes that each is happy, well, and free from suffering. Haffenbrack and his colleagues found that loving kindness meditation led to greater willingness to engage in reparative behavior and reduce self-focus compared to mindfulness meditation. One way to meditate with less of a risk of it making you treat others worse is to engage in loving kindness meditation, which we found led to higher levels of pro-social reparative behavior than focused breathing meditation. Focused breathing mindfulness meditation makes people focus on themselves, their own physical sensations, thoughts, and emotions. And in doing so, it makes people calm by clearing out the negative emotions. But loving kindness meditation increases focus on other people and increases positive emotions such as love. The new findings provide evidence for a rare negative consequence of mindfulness meditation, but the researchers do not believe that mindful meditation is inherently bad. What they are saying is that focused breathing mindfulness meditation typically leads to more helping behavior. And we are indicating an exception when the reason that people would be helpful is that they wronged another person and feel guilty. Mindfulness meditation actually reduces that kind of helping behavior. Previous research has also found that mindfulness meditation can increase selfishness among some individuals, but the secularization of meditation could be partially to blame. Ooh. From a Darwinian perspective, people have so many negative emotions in part because those emotions were functional adaptations that helped our ancestors survive the elements and procreate. So we should at least ask what negative emotions are trying to tell us before we reduce them through meditation, alcohol consumption, or other means. Before mindfulness meditation was popular in Western countries, most people were not looking for new religion, either because they already had one or were skeptical of religions, and there would have been pushback against trying to spread practices that felt religious in government and corporate settings. The Western proponents of mindfulness secularized it, removing things that felt religious like guru worship, robes, and hand mudras. Many of them also massively toned down or completely removed the philosophical considerations which encourage people to treat others well, consider the downstream outcomes of their actions, and do the right thing. I think it is important to think more specifically about what we mean when we talk about use or cultivate mindfulness. It means vastly different things to different people. I hope this research prompts people to think of it as a specific series of practices with specific psychological effects that can differ based on the intentions behind them and the context around them, rather than a vague panacea, which will always make people and those around them better off in every situation. This is a brilliant discovery. Again, these things are all things that I say, and then they're confirmed. Just like that. Woo, voila, magic. Y'all have a good day.